It's very nearly upon us. A historic night for boxing topped by two genuine 50-50 matchups. Claressa Shields and Savannah Marshall look to settle their score and claim the undisputed world middleweight crown. No love lost either between Michaela Mayer and Alicia Baumgartner, two champions with a point to prove. The fiery build-up culminates right now with the official pre-fight weigh-in. Hello, a very warm welcome to the Genesis Cinema in the East End of London. What a night we have in store for you tomorrow night at the O2 Arena. And if this week's build-up is anything to go by, you're in for a real treat. I'm delighted to say alongside me, two-time Olympic Adams and our very own Johnny Nelson.
Yes, you're gonna have to shout.
It's pretty loud in here, but Johnny, I mean, what a build-up this has been. We've had an added 5 weeks to just kind of add that little extra bit of spice, but it is all set to be a cracking night.
So most of these fighters now have been training all in all 17, 18 weeks for that, obsessing about their opponent. And you look at just the top 2 fights, either one of those could be top of the bill. Mayer against Baumgartner, that is a ridiculous fight to have the IBF, WBO, WBC belts on the line. Baumgartner knows how to wind Mayer up by saying, you've had it easy. She stands up, fights. She's trying to talk her into a tear-up.
So much back and forth.
That's what she wants. That's what she wants. So Mayer needs to be smart. Don't fall into it. Box and be sharp. She's knocked 5 of her opponents out, so she can box as well as punch. But she's got to be smart and not get suckered in.
Nicola, just how pivotal night is it, not just for women's boxing, but for boxing as well? It's going to be really special in that.
Yeah, this is really amazing. It's going to be really good. It's exciting to see how far women's boxing has come over the years. And if there was any time that you wanted to be a female boxer, it is now.
It really is, isn't it? And it's hopefully going to inspire so many people watching tomorrow night, Johnny. And that's what it's all about.
The crowd this is going to attract Saturday night, 50% of it are going to be so different. It's attracted CEOs, young girls that want to play football, that want to box. This is, if you ever want inspiration, if it wasn't for her and this bill here, this is the kind of inspiration you want. The people that have asked, requested tickets, the youngsters that just want to get involved. It'd be like, it'll be a good crowd, packed out. 15,000 tickets have gone, so something must be right.
Nicola, what are you expecting today? Because, I mean, the press conference, the build-up, on Wednesday I sat down between Alicia and Michaela. It didn't go to plan. I nearly got hit myself. What are you expecting today? Do you think emotions could be really running high? How will they keep them in check, do you think?
Yeah, definitely. I think emotions are going to be running high today. Yeah. One step closer, just one more night's sleep, and the fight goes on. So it's going to be exciting. I mean, I've been looking forward to this fight for a long time now, since back in the amateurs when Savannah and Shields first fought. And then now we'll get the round 2.
We absolutely do. Right, let's get over to Andy Scott, who's with a special guest from across the pond.
Yeah, well, I'm absolutely delighted to say that Christina Poncha from our colleagues at Top Rank and ESPN is here with us. So delighted that you've made the trip. Last time as well, 5 weeks ago. I just want to get a gauge from you. You're part of the first all-female commentary team that we took on Sky Sports. What a moment in the sport. How is this card being viewed in the States? We know what it means here, but I wonder if it's transcended and crossed over.
Happy to be here with you guys as well, and it absolutely has. I mean, I think the build-up and the excitement from the fans, the media, etc., is just as big, and it's competing with 2 other cards, right, on pretty much the same day. And I would say that the women have undoubtedly stolen the show, the promotion, and everything. And I think it's the most anticipated card for sure this weekend, not only here but back at home.
Do you mind if I say what you said to me off camera, which was I had to be here? There is a Top Rank card over in Melbourne. There's lots of fights going on this weekend, but you said, look, I have to be here.
Yeah, there's no question about it. I mean, being in this industry for over a decade, and we still don't have too many firsts, right? And to be a part of history, to be a part of a first with this all-women's historic card here, 2 world championships in our main and co-main event, it was kind of a no-brainer. And for me, being able to lead play-by-play for our commentary team, it's just a complete honor, and there's nowhere else I would rather be, honestly.
Yeah, you'll be calling both the top 2 fights. Just how excited are you for both of them?
I am so excited. I wish we could fast forward, honestly, to tomorrow night, right about this point. I mean, the build-up, the postponement, and now just being here and being around these ladies, feeling the energy and the excitement. undisputed and unified. I mean, it doesn't get too much bigger than that. So I am extremely excited to be a small part of this moment, but really for these ladies to finally get it on Saturday.
Christina, we are delighted that you've made the trip back over. Thanks for coming.
Absolutely, got to be here.
You're right, it doesn't get much bigger than this. It is time to weigh in our co-main event, and it's fair to say there's been a little bit of needle in this one.
I just think that I'm the more complete fighter. She has never, ever fought somebody like me.
She feels threatened. She knows that her time is coming. I knew that I wanted to fight this girl.
This is between me and my destiny. I'm ready to achieve all my dreams. Nothing's gonna stop me. I'm supposed to be here. I have no fear. One step forward, never looking back. I'll never fall off track. I stay ready to fight back.
She wants to go ahead and dismiss me and dismiss my power, my technique and skill and ability. That's where she's gonna lose right there.
She's putting on this persona that she's the top dog, I'm the best.
I stay ready to fight back.
I'm going to take it to her, and I have every intention of stopping her.
This is legacy, this is history, I want this.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, our co-main event of the evening, live from the O2 Arena in London, England, tomorrow night. Promoted by Ben Shalom, presented by Boxer in association with Top Rank Boxing. Two bitter rivals come head-to-head for the unified Women's Super Featherweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, she comes to us from Detroit, Michigan, USA. She is the reigning, defending IBO and WBC Super Featherweight Champion of the world, Alicia the Bomb Gardner.
Johnny, we always get asked, don't we, in boxing, whether rivalries are genuine, whether they're real. When it comes to Maya Baumgardner, it is absolutely 100% real. These two do not like each other one bit, do they?
And there's a method to Baumgardner's madness as well. She's goading, she's teasing, she's saying about Maya having it the easy way. Maya bites every time, and if she fights, how she reacts. That's exactly what Baumgardner wants. She needs her to come in. She needs her to try and have a toe-to-toe with her, because you can punch, but Maya's a better boxer.
Super Featherweight Champion, Michaela Mayer. Official weight, 9 stone, 3 pounds, 5 ounces for Michaela Mayer.
Nicola, both fighters in absolutely peak condition there, both looking good, both raring to go.
Yeah, this is going to be really exciting. You've got a box fighter, and then you've got a little bit of a slick sit back on the punches, move around the ring, and I'm excited about this one. I don't even know who I'd pick to win for this one. I'm not sure.
Well, Michaela in the week has accused Baumgardner of being a bit hot-headed. When it comes to both of them, I guess emotions are going to come into it. And how difficult is it for a fighter, especially with an event of this magnitude, to keep those emotions in check?
It's really hard to keep your emotions in check, especially for this one. There's a lot on the line for both of them.
I also hear Baumgardner in the gym. She's hot to handle. She wants to do everything her own way. She's not having anybody tell her what to do. So I suppose having that chip on the shoulder may be good or bad in this fight. But you can't keep going on like that. You've got to listen to people around you. But for this fight, she needs to be as antagonistic as possible for Maya to get to fight her style of fight.
Well, when Baumgardner came over to fight Terry Harper, she was, I guess, a little bit overlooked, but there was a real confidence about her. And since winning that title, it's given her even more confidence. I mean, who's the pressure on more in this one?
She snatched the title off Terry Harper. Absolutely did a great job of it as well, and it shocked everybody because she came in, slid under the radar. Unfortunately, because of that win, everybody now knows what she's about. What she's capable of doing.
I mean, that's pretty much
but that's what she wants.
Yeah. This has been going on all week. It's been brewing rather nicely.
I mean, this is getting really, really intense. I mean, there's not just punches being thrown, there's kicks being thrown now.
But that I'm talking about, that is what she wants. That's his reaction. She needs to get into that state of mind.
Well, you want to stay with us because we've got plenty more reaction to come. And of course, our mouth-watering main event weigh-in is coming up after this.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment we've been waiting for.
Ready, set, I'm already gone. On the way to $1 million. Grind hard, put the city on. Word.
Whoa, nice. There's a right uppercut. Cool shot right up there. But right now, Kambosos is extremely dangerous. He's still hot. Nice shot right there, right hand. Chris on the inside. These moments, Tess, is about winning. That's it. Winning.
Now on a different level, going to the side.
King of the lightweights, shocked the world with his Spartan warrior ethos.
Going to the side.
I've always been about fighting the best, and I gave him a shot. We'll do it again.
Of course I'll do it again. I'm not ducking or dodging nobody.
I never stop. Go, go, to the top. Go, go, to the top. Go.
What a huge weekend of boxing we have on Sky Sports for you. Well, we are here at the Genesis Cinema. Tensions are very much running high here. We've just seen our co-main event weigh-in, and the fighters really got a little bit spicy. Let's hear from both fighters, Alicia and Michaela, with Andy Scott now.
Alicia, congratulations. You've made the weight. Nothing between you on the scales. Just your take on what happened at the face-to-face there afterwards.
Listen, I belong here. I'm made for this moment. I'm ready to unify the division come Saturday night. against Michaela Mayer. She's in there with the dog. She knows that she feels that she's threatened, and I'm here to take over and to dethrone her.
So much bad blood and so much talking. The talking stops now, and first time that we've really had that between the pair of you. What will happen when the first bell rings tomorrow night? The light comes down, it'll just be you, her, and the referee in your eyes.
Listen, that first punch is going to be made, and she's going to know she's in there with somebody who's here to take over. And again, like I mentioned plenty of times before, I'm here to be unified champion of the world, and she's going to see that tomorrow.
At the start of the promotion, you predicted you would win by knockout. Now the whole promotion and the delay has gone by. Does it still remain the same for you?
Absolutely. There's no other option in my head to get her out of there, have the referee stop it, coach out, throw in the towel, something, but this girl got to go.
Alicia, thanks very much. You're free to go. Okay. Michaela, just on that bit of tape there, that was a feisty face-to-face. Just your take on what happened there.
She started pushing me back, so I didn't have any arms because I have 3 belts, so I had to use my leg.
So much talk and focus has been about the delay, and you're very big at this weight, and would you make it? You're exactly the same on the scales. How do you feel now that you've done it?
I feel great. All this talk about me struggling to make weight is a reflection of what's going on with this girl. She's struggling. She spent way too much time in the weight room.
You think she's struggling to make that weight?
Yeah, she struggles. She struggles. I have the greatest team. I feel great. Might even hop on down to 126 after this.
Just your final prediction. She has predicted a knockout at the start of the promotion. She's stuck by that. What's your prediction for tomorrow?
She has to knock me out. She knows that. That's the only way she's going to win. That's the only way she's going to win. She's not more conditioned than me. She doesn't have a higher work rate than me. She's not more accurate than me. So I'm going to outbox her. She thinks she's a good boxer, but she's never been in there with a boxer like me. And I just want to prove it. Just want to back up everything I've said this week.
Thanks for joining us. Best of luck.
Well, Nicola, that face-off pretty much went exactly how we all thought it would go. As I've said, tensions are running high. When that red mist descends tomorrow, it's going to be vital they both keep that in check.
Yeah, they really do need to keep it in check, especially Maya. I mean, if she comes out of a game plan like that, she's just walking into Gardner's game plans there. She can go for the knockout. I think Maya really needs to really needs to keep it simple and just stick to her boxing. If she boxes, she could win this.
It's easier said than done, though, isn't it, when you've got that back and forth? Johnny, what do you think it's going to come down to?
Keeping a nerve, sticking to a game plan. Everything's working exactly how Alicia wants it to work so far. Michaela's the one that's got to put that to one side, get to one side. She just doesn't want to give her the edge on anything, and you can tell there straight away. And she's got to think, what has she been doing all week? Biting, snatching back. She needs to stay cool, do what she's good at. She's unbeaten. It's 17 fights. She's knocked 5 of them out. She can box. She can bang. Stick to that. If she deviates, she gets knocked out.
It's gonna be good, isn't it? Right, next up it is time to welcome our main event fighters to the scales, and this one has all the ingredients to be something a little bit special.
This has everything. All the hurdles and obstacles are out of the way. It's a brilliant fight. It's more than just a fight. 1 and 2 for undisputed.
They don't like being in each other's presence. They just don't like each other.
For the first time in women's boxing, we have a true rivalry. The time is now for this fight.
Anybody that doubts me, that's okay. You will be a fan soon enough. And just to Savannah Marshall, you done wrote a check your ass can't cash.
Punched too hard for Claressa Shields.
Oh, unbelievable action here.
I am the great woman of all time. It'll be the toughest fight of our life. It'll be the second loss of our career.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, you have all been waiting for, the main event of the evening, tomorrow night, live from the O2 Arena in London, England, promoted by Ben Shalom, presented by Boxer in association with Hennessy Sports and Salida Promotions. A fight 10 years in the making, now to crown an inaugural WBC Elizabethan champion and to crown an undisputed women's middleweight champion of the world. Introducing first, from Hartlepool, England, the undefeated knockout artist, the two-time Olympian, and the reigning, defending WBO women's middleweight champion, Savannah, the Silent Assassin Marshall. Official weight, 11 stone, 5 pounds, 5 ounces. And her opponent, fighting out
Johnny, an extra 5 weeks to add to what was already set to be an incredible fight, this one. I mean, it is such a hard one to call. I don't know about you. I'm chopping and changing pretty much all the time on this one.
It is hard. You can't, to try and read faces and body language, it's almost impossible. But at least we've got past this stage now. Last time we got to this stage, we never got weighed in. Now the fighters are weighed in. All he's got to do is turn up. Savannah, confident, relaxed. But as usual, Claressa, she shines confidence.
Nicola, we have a fight on our hands. Claressa Shields there looking supremely confident. She looked confident last time out 5 weeks ago when we saw her, but there seems to be an air about her this week, an almost invincibility about her.
Yeah, I mean, she needs to be going into this fight. She's putting everything on the line. This is a unification fight. This is a chance for her to put that bug to bed and, you know, put that loss and get that win this time. But she's got a job on her hands.
It's a rivalry, as we've spoken about a lot in the build-up to this. It goes back so many years, 10 years. You know all about this because you were there that 10 years ago. So
yeah.
You've seen it firsthand.
Yeah, I was there 10 years ago. I saw that fight. I thought Savannah Marshall won comfortably. And since that moment, they've just had beef. You know, we've had training camps in America, and they haven't wanted to spar. You know, Shields hasn't wanted to spar Savannah, so...
Well, of course, Savannah is, as we just talked about there, Johnny, Savannah is Claressa's only loss as a professional or amateur on her record. It's been brought up time and time and time again at press conferences. Claressa likes to sort of dust it off, doesn't she? Do you think it does bug her, though? Do you think that is something that she wants to right that wrong?
Well, Claressa's got a massive ego, of course it bothers her. But she's got to think to herself, you know, Savannah beat her. She then matured a lot faster than Savannah, which is why she accumulated so much success in between then and now. Now Savannah has grown up. Now Savannah is a fighter that's fully confident and believes in herself. So now, she didn't even have a fight Savannah a couple of years ago. Now you've got two fully fledged fighters that are ready in their prime to fight each other.
You've worked with Savannah for many years now, when Savannah was a Sky Scholar. And you've seen that confidence grow, not just in the ring, but outside the ring. And we are seeing a very confident Savannah Marshall these days.
Anna, she used to hate all this sort of stuff. Now she's got a smirk on her face. She's got a smile because...
I think she's almost enjoying it.
Yeah, because before, I know that. I get that. That kind of pressure, the expectation of others. And all of a sudden, you don't actually care what any of us want. It's about validation for yourself, your coach, and your team. That's all she's bothered at now. This pressure means nothing to her. She's worn the T-shirt, she's done that, so it won't affect her like it will everybody else because she's been there already.
We haven't really talked or heard from Claressa. She hasn't really mentioned the knockouts until this week. She is talking about a knockout. Is that realistic? Can you see that happening from Claressa Shields on Saturday?
I can't really see that happening from Claressa. From a resume, she doesn't really have any stoppages. so it's not something that I'm expecting. Savannah Marshall, however, I'm expecting there could be a knockout from her.
Well, Savannah said she wasn't sure with that extra 5 weeks that they've had added onto their camps how that would feel, whether it would drag. But she said actually it's flown by and given her even more time to hone a game plan with Peachtree. What do you think that game plan will be, Johnny?
So for that, for Savannah, she has to frustrate Claressa. So Claressa actually walks into the shots, and that's what she'll do. Claressa doesn't like to give an inch. So Savannah gets a shot off, she'll want to come back with 2. So, and that's what she's going to pop. She's going to pop her enough so she walks into the shots. Do not let Claressa boss the rounds, because if she does, her confidence will grow and she'll get better and better and run away with the points. Savannah can't afford to do that. She's smart enough, she's tall enough, she's long enough, got a quick jab to do that.
All right, okay, well, we're going to hear from the fighters now. Let's first hear from Claressa with Andy.
Claressa, it was introduced as 10 years in the making, 10 years and 5 weeks, let's say. How do you feel? What's your mindset? What's your emotions at the moment now all the talking is done?
It's another fight. This is my 3rd undisputed match. I haven't been here. I've actually been here before. I'm super excited for tomorrow to show them that everybody gonna talk about self-proclaimed. Well, I'm gonna get the job done tomorrow, and then we're gonna see who's self-proclaimed tomorrow. Interesting that when you both went face-to-face there, I don't think there was a single word uttered between you. I thought that there might be one last exchange, but all the talking is done. Hopefully it's done, but at the end of the day, talking don't win fights, boxing does. That's why I got 12 world titles and she got 1. Would you just give us an insight of what sort of fight we can expect from you tomorrow? Exciting, explosive. Get ready for it tomorrow. Would you give us a final prediction, or is it just win at all costs? I'm going to win at all costs, but I am going to drop Savannah Marshall tomorrow. I'm going to hurt her tomorrow. And everybody who talked about all this punching power and all that stuff, it's not going to mean nothing tomorrow. She got her little cheerleaders here. Ooh, boo. Do it, do it. Y'all gonna be crying tomorrow. Y'all gonna be crying tomorrow. Y'all gonna be crying tomorrow. Yes, yes. I'm here and I want to smoke with all of y'all. Y'all know what's up with me. I came from America, USA, Flint, Michigan, and I'm gonna get it done tomorrow. USA, let's go. Wish you all the best of luck tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. Claressa Shields. Okay, Savannah Marshall is just making her way to the interview position now. Savannah, just on that mark there, answer that.
I didn't hear a word. Just a lot of whinging. I didn't know what she said.
I'll ask you the same question. Interesting, there's been so much back and forth. It has been a verbal battle as well, but didn't feel the need to say anything to each other during a lengthy head-to-head there.
Everything's been said now. It's all about tomorrow night, and I cannot wait. With
the 5-week delay or postponement, everybody's looking at the fighters on the scales just to see if it had any effect. How do you feel now? Made the weight relatively easily?
Yeah, I made the weight easy. I always do. Like I said, I'm feeling good. 5 weeks has done me nothing but good. So yeah, let's get it on.
I know you said you didn't hear that there. I asked her for a prediction. She said, I'm not going to give a prediction, but Savannah Marshall will be on the canvas tomorrow night.
Whatever.
May I ask you your prediction?
Savannah Marshall win, as always. It's been for the past 12 weeks, past 5 weeks. Yeah, Savannah Marshall win.
And how do you think you'll feel just in terms of the history around this fight and the magnitude and the hype of it when you stand at that round? We know that the O2 Arena now is all but sold out, 20,000 more or less for a female undisputed fight. How does that make you feel?
It's absolutely amazing. The support has been unreal. I'd like to thank you everyone who's bought a ticket. Honestly, it means the world.
Best of luck tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
Well, Johnny, the crowd giving Claressa some back and forth there, but Savannah, she just seems to be taking it all in her stride. She seems very, very cool, doesn't she?
And Claressa's not having it. You push her,
doesn't
back.
she?
No, she gave everybody the bird as if to say, "What are you going to do about it? I'll take any one of you on." She wears a heart on her sleeve, and that's the kind of fight she is. Where Savannah, this cool that she is displaying, is exactly what she needs to get the top side of her.
Nicola, a very quick prediction. What's it going to come down to?
I think it's going to come down to Savannah's jab, getting a jab going, or Claressa being able to get inside fast enough and let off the combos.
Well, that's it. Thank you for joining us today. The talking is done. It is all about Saturday night. Join us across all the Sky channels. You don't want to miss it.